Let's be honest, a lot of people still actually do not know what puts them at risk of HIV. And I see this play out in two different ways in the comments. Some people are absolutely terrified after situations that carry no real risk. Kiss, a hug, a moment of shared food, and they spiral. Other people are completely unbothered about situations that genuinely do need attention, and they do nothing. Both of those are problems, and both come from the same place, not actually understanding what risks mean in the context of HIV. So let's clean this up properly. The biggest routes to HIV transmission are sex and blood exposure. Most people who get HIV get it through anal or vaginal sex, or through sharing needles and injecting equipment. HIV can also be passed from a mother living with HIV to a baby during pregnancy, labor, delivery, or breastfeeding. Now, here's where people get confused. They talk about sex like it is all one level of risk. It is not. Anal sex carries the highest sexual risk. To put a number on it, unprotected receptive anal sex carries a risk estimated at around 1 in 70 per act without prevention factors. That is the highest end of sexual transmission risk. Vaginal sex carries a lower but still real risk. Unprotected vaginal sex is estimated at roughly 1 in 1,000 per act on average, though this varies depending on the direction of transmission and other factors. Oral sex is in a completely different category. The risk is so low, it is considered negligible by most clinical guidance. I see people in the comments convinced that oral sex put them at a serious risk. For the vast majority of situations, it did not. And things like hugging, kissing in social situations, touching, sharing food or drinks, these carry no risk. That is not reassurance. That is just biology. HIV does not spread that way. Now, here is something that changes everything, and I do not think enough people understand it. Viral load. If someone has HIV, is on treatment, and has an undetectable viral load, meaning the virus in their blood is suppressed below detectable levels, they do not transmit HIV through sex. Not lower risk, not tiny risk, zero sexual transmission. This is called U equals U, or undetectable equals untransmittable. It is one of the most important developments in HIV medicine, and it still does not get enough attention. I see comments every week from people who are terrified of a partner who is on treatment and undetectable. The fear is understandable, but it is not supported by science. So, what actually lowers the risk? Condoms reduce HIV transmission and also protect against other sexually transmitted infections. So for anal or vaginal sex, they still make a real difference. PrEP is for people who are HIV negative and at ongoing risk. Taken correctly, it is one of the most powerful prevention tools available. If you're regularly having condomless anal or vaginal sex with partners whose status you do not know, PrEP is worth a serious conversation with your doctor. And a partner who is durably undetectable on treatment, as we've just covered, it changes the picture entirely. And then there is needle sharing. This is a route that sometimes gets forgotten when people focus on sex. Sharing needles, syringes, or injecting equipment creates direct blood exposure, and that is a genuine significant risk. So, when you're trying to assess a situation, here is how to think about it properly. What was the actual exposure? Anal sex, vaginal sex, oral sex, blood contact, or something that carries no meaningful risk at all? What was in place at the time? Condom use, PrEP, a partner who is undetectable? Those two questions will tell you far more than panic will. And if you think there has been genuine exposure, unprotected anal or vaginal sex with someone whose status is unknown, or a needle stick injury, it is about knowing what actually carries the risk, what does not, and what tools exist to protect you. And when people genuinely understand that, there is less fear, less stigma, and far fewer bad decisions made in the dark. If this video helped you, or if you think it might help someone you know, please share it. This is exactly the kind of information that changes how people feel about getting tested, and that matters. I have links in the description to HIV support organizations in India, the UK, and the US, including services for mental health support alongside medical care. Subscribe for more honest men's health content from a specialist pharmacist who works in the field every day. Until next time, take care of yourselves.